my lovely friends. Welcome to my channel Creative Art. I am Nilima and today we are going to make our first resin art. I have used resin many times for my artwork to secure them, to varnish them or to give them a glass-like look. But this is the first time I'm going to use a resin as a medium for my art and explore all the benefits and uses of a resin. This time friends, I will be showing you all the pigments you can use with a resin to make a art, and at the end of the video we will also be discussing which pigment goes well or which is not suitable with the resin. So friends, please to watch the whole video to make it yourself, and do subscribe my channel friends for more creative art painting videos, and do press the bell icon to get notifications for each video I post every week. So enjoy this DIY now friends. Friends, let's quickly check out all the materials we're going to need for this DIY. First of all, I'm going to show you the resin I'm going to use. So this is a art resin from epoxy, which comes in two different bottles. This one is the resin part and this one is the hardener part. So this is part A and part B. For every different resin friends, there will be a different ratio. For some resins they do have 2:1. For some resins they will have 3:1, and for some brands they will have 4:1. So for this brand which I'm going to use is epoxy art resin, the ratio is 3:1 ratio. That means 3 parts of resin will go with 1 part of hardener. And from the same brand itself friends, you get resin art pigments. So I have bought a set of 6. This is the ocean art range, which gives you all the ocean colors to make ocean art. And other than that friends, you can also use acrylic colors as your coloring pigment. So these are my Fevicryl Pearl metallic colors, which I'm going to use for gold and other metallic colors. You can also use other different shades like the neon colors. And the next color which is my choice is alcohol ink. So I have bought a complete set of 15 different shades of alcohol ink from Diatone. So these are few shades among them, and these are really good as I have tried them. Other than that friends, you're going to need a few plastic cups. You can also use paper cups, ice cream sticks and a measuring unit. So as we are going to measure our resin by weight, you are definitely going to need a measuring unit. And for base, you can either use a canvas board, a wooden plank, or you can also use this kind of a round cut MDF piece. As this is our first resin art, so I'm going to use a MDF round cutout piece which I have already primed using a primer, and this is going to be our base for this DIY. So let's start now friends. First of all, we'll start by preparing the resin. So this is our measuring unit. I'm going to use a plastic cup for measurement. When you start the measurement, do check that it is on 0. So first of all, I'm going to pour 30 grams of resin in my cup. Okay, so this is exactly 30. Close the cap. And then I'm going to add 10 grams of hardener in it, as the ratio is 3:1. So now we have carefully added 10 grams. So finally it is 40 grams. So friends, you always have to follow the mixing ratio which is given on your brand bottle. As I'm using Art Expo resin, so it has given 3:1 mixing ratio, which is 3 parts of resin and 1 part of hardener. So we have poured 30 grams of resin and 10 grams of hardener, which will make it 40 grams. Now friends, using an ice cream stick, start mixing the resin and hardener in a very good way. The bottle also says that the resin has a auto bubble release formula. So if you can see bubbles while mixing, so don't bother. Just scrape out all the resin from the sides and mix everything very well. Now friends, after mixing the resin for 10 minutes, this is how it looks. There are a lot of bubbles, but gradually they will pop up till the end. So now I'm going to divide it according to my pour. I'm going to need ultramarine blue color in a good quantity, so or a good quantity of that, white, a little bit of yellow. Okay, a little bit of pink. Then I'll keep the remaining for gold. So now we have divided the complete resin in 4 different parts. Let's add colors. Adding a color to resin is very simple. Just pick up a little bit of color. I'm using epoxy ultramarine blue color and mix it with your resin. Mixes very easily. Wow. Next, use a little bit of white and mix white. So these colors really mix very well with the resin. Next, I want just a little bit of yellow. Even the acrylic colors mix very easily with the resin. And finally, neon pink color. This is my absolute favorite for any DIY. And now, finally mix a little bit of gold with the resin. So for gold, I'm going to use Fevicryl Pearl Metallic gold color. Mix it very well. Okay, so now friends, all our colors are ready. So now I have already prepared my base by applying a layer of texture white, which I use as a primer to layer my MDF round cut board. And now I'm going to start pouring. So first of all, I would like to pour white, my base. And now using the same ice cream stick, I'm spreading a little bit of white in this part and a little bit of white in this part. Then I'm going to pour the ultramarine blue and using the same ice cream stick, spread it around. Now I would also like to swipe the blue on white in this way. Okay, I'll finally add the yellow in this part. Mixing it just a little bit with white. And then finally using an ice cream stick, just slightly mixing up the colors. And now using a dryer, you can also use a heat gun. I'm going to blow the colors from one side to other. Okay, I absolutely love the transparency this things give. So I'm also going to add pink now. After the blow, I would like to add some extra layer of white. Absolutely fascinating to pour some pink. I know that is completely going to change it, but let's do it. A blurry line of pink. Now finally, I would like to add gold. Now just blow the colors in the way you want. Okay, I think this much is enough. It already looks so pretty. So now I will let it get dry as it is and then show you after 24 hours how does it looks. Okay? Now friends, after 24 hours, our resin art has got dried up completely and this is how beautiful it looks. As this was our first resin art and this was truly my first experiment using a resin, but it really turned out good. We have followed all the instructions which were written on the bottle and also tried mixing different pigments. In all, the piece came out really good, but I was disappointed with few of my pigment colors. If you start from this part, the yellow acrylic was really good. The best part is the center, which is the white, and combining it with blue. Sometimes it has also mixed with yellow. So this is the part where I have used the Expo Art pigments, which is the same brand of the resin we have used. So this is the pigment which is specially made for resin art and it really goes well. The second thing I liked about it is when I mixed a little bit of alcohol ink with the resin, it gave me a transparent look in this part. So I really liked it. Let's take a closer look at this part where I have done the golden. So for that golden part I used Fevicryl Pearl Metallic Gold color, which absolutely did not work with the resin, because you can see here the gold has scattered and it is not at all clear. The color is not at all clear, which is giving a bit of a shabby look in this part. So let's keep it up with our first resin art, and I hope to do few more resin art pieces. So friends, please tell me in the comments below how did you find my videos, and if you do like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.